Hello and welcome everybody, I'm one proud Bavarian and we are back here in Rome. Now in Rome we've done a lot of really interesting things lately. We've, expanded into the entirety of the peninsula. Everybody is very happy, ignore this, very happy with our rule. And I was thinking, there is definitely a case to be made for going north and going into the Gallic regions over there. But at the same time, you know what actually kind of irks me more? It's the south. Because when I watch these playthroughs of other people on YouTube, I most of the time notice that they just kind of blob into this general direction, right? But Rome was a power the way it was a power because it was enabled to essentially control all of the Mediterranean. Controlling all of the Mediterranean means that you control everything when it comes to, trade, when it comes to essentially, guarding your regions and transporting grain and whatnot quickly to those regions. So I think it is only right if we take a look at whatever waits for us down there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to send both of these armies down, and I think our first target will be Syracuse. Syracuse, strongly in an alliance here with Siculia and Hipponion, so we will definitely need more troops for that. I was thinking maybe we're just going to go ahead and essentially do a bit of a calm episode. We just kind of hang out, have a good time, and both of these provinces are currently disloyal. That's okay though. They are converting them. Maybe we want to give them some trash troops. I'm just gonna maybe do a bit of a calm episode where we essentially build up our empire. Scoring wise, by the way, we are by far the top. So I've outplayed the AI on every single turn so far, and toppling a tyrant. The practically autocratic behavior of Consul Gnaeus has their entire senate in upheaval. Seditious talk is rife, but one voice stands out in the hushed conversations beyond his back. Lucius Julius Libo, an upstanding member of government with renowned republican ideals, has declared that it is time to act. This amounts to treason, and we would be well within our right to clap him in irons, but the very republic itself is at stake. So, we are Gnaeus Flavius. We have assembled a pretty decent number of tyranny here, and he is, and may I point out, and I do want to point this out, so we are deceitful, harsh, and our father was a madman. So, the way I see it, the Senate rebelling against us is not that far-fetched, and Lucius Julius Libo is a very influential personality, so he probably actually looks at us as an enemy. So what I would like to see here is I'm just going to let them plot. Let's just have them plot. If they were to go for a civil war, I would have to stop them. But until then, we still have time. Let's push through this mad power reform. And I first of all want to check something else as well. Yes, you can stand there. You can stand there as well, of course. So this is fine. They're not going to take any attrition here. Quite a big fan of that. What is this army? Are these mercs walking with us? Oh, they are. Autonomy. The industrious folk of Ancona have excelled themselves, contributing their own personal funds to develop the infrastructure of their fine city. I think that's fine. Build a granary. See if I can. Let's take a look at Rome itself, by the way. But we also have a very important... This is nice. I'm enjoying this. I'm gonna get rid of you. I think we could either... What is the rate of growth right now? We could, with more granaries, we could definitely go ahead and have even more growth, but I think we're going to build some marketplaces here to just get more money. Seizure of power. Gnaeus Flavius, our renowned consul, has safeguarded our nation through some of our darkest times. Nonetheless, his recent refusal to return the eagerly granted dictatorial powers caused a great deal of concern amongst the Senate. Now, it seems that his aspirations of power have reached a new level. With the support of his faction, he has demanded that the Senate ratify a law proclaiming him dictator in perpetuity. We could say at the Republic, and then we get Princeps Civitatis, meaning that he will remain in power until he passes away, or we say never. Every character is the same faction as my character loses 40 loyalty. That is incredibly rough, but I'll be honest with you, I don't think it is worth it. Is it worth it? Oh goodness, you know what? I think fuck it. His father was a madman. He may not be mad by definition, but he is mad for power. But the Republic? Election term duration plus 45 years. Populist faction influence plus 0.2. Are we this close to the end of the Republic already? Are our traditions crumbling? The rights of our populace fading away? It looks like it. It surely does. And let me tell you, it doesn't look good for the Republic because of it. The Latin regional power of Cataria... Where even are they? What? Cataria. Am I blind? One of these has to be Cataria, right? You know what? I don't know. Oh, was it with a C? Pardon me. Wait, what? Oh, I'm an idiot. I read something else there. You know what? Sue me. A little-known man by the name of Caius Funius addressed the Senate recently, denouncing the poor performance of Lucius Julius Libo, a key member of our government. Furthermore, the upstart Caius claims that he himself would be a better candidate for the role. After the address, Caius reinforced his argument with the offer of a sizable bribe in return for granting the position instead. Oh wow, he is amazing. Is this the downfall of the Julius family? And instead of a Gaius Julius Caesar, we get a Gnaeus Flavius to take control of the nation and make it into a directorate? A bold move. We need more men like this. Ooh. Yeah, I want to do that for sure. Wow. The Republic is definitely in upheaval. The religious faction has taken over. This is crazy. And we can also expand the Campus Martius. We're going to do this because this gives us permanent manpower recovery speed, cohort recruit speed, and cohort starting experience. The Campus Martius plays an essential role in training our troops and inspire them to greatness. By expanding the training site, we will have a greater capacity for recruiting and preparing new soldiers for warfare. In addition, we will build new temples that will make the campus a place worth remembering. As they train, our men will be able to look at these places for valor and strength. Absolutely, yes. Thank you. Imperator, that is okay. We have no interest in the north at this time. I want Sicily, for Sicily does hold a very decent amount of grain that we could export north. Even wine. Very, very nice to have some wine as a resource here for our freemen. Where we would export that to, I'm not fully sure yet, but what I will tell you is I am ready. Plot discovered. Lucius Julius Libo was in the middle of a deep discussion with various sympathetic senators today when a group of armed soldiers burst into his villa, arresting them all. It would seem that any hope of ousting our tyrant is fast disappearing. Lucius dies. Wow. The Julius dynasty is falling into disgrace. This is incredible. I was thinking, let's just do a relaxed episode, and instead we get the tyranny and the intrigue of Game of Thrones. He has passed away. Wow. And with that is Gnaeus Julius Libo, barely of age, that is now the head of the Julii family. This is... Wow, I did not see this coming. I did not do this on purpose, but here we are with a lifelong governor. Gnaeus Flavius. That is actually crazy. Tribunus Militum. Wait, what? I thought that the one dude already got this position. Didn't I give it to him? I'm certain I did. Where did he go? Where did he go? Wait, show me the characters. I need somebody that is excellent at martial. That is Caius Funius. And he's a Fratanian, so he's not even... Oh, we couldn't get it because he was not a citizen. I'm going to grant him citizenship because he is a supporter of our forces. I remember him. Wait, do I? Wasn't he one of the soldiers? Oh, he's incapable. I'm still going to put him in power here. He is of our dynasty. Not our dynasty, sorry, our faction. And that is all that matters to me in this situation, I will tell you. I think we're going to go with technology speed because I need to catch up to some of the major powers that were a bit running ahead, I would argue. Alright, and now that we are getting manpower back, we can actually say, hey, blah blah, Gnaeus or Gulnius has passed away, meaning that a new position is open. That was held by, yeah, one of these factions. And you know what? I'm going to put Gnaeus Julius Libo back into this position. May he learn from the sins of his father. Will he? I'm not certain. Will we learn from it? Highly doubtful. Our aggressive expansion is through the roof anyway, so we shouldn't really do much except just sitting here and take just, you know, the tick down, I guess. I want to accept both of those. The tale of two cities. The very nature of autonomous city-states often leads to disagreements between neighboring authorities. In this case, the scenic coastal city of Blunder ended up in disagreement with their neighbor Laos over a minor land dispute. We have been asked to arbitrate over the matter at hand, but it is clear that both settlements will harbor a grudge, regardless of our decision. Who is better here to get more tax? So with more tax, they can obviously make more money. And I think it's you. You have slaves, you have everything. And I'm actually gonna... Alright, I'm gonna give it to Blunder. And then we're gonna promote you. There you go. Now we have a lot of citizens up here, which is nice. None of which are particularly happy, but, you know, could be better, could be worse. Our happiness just in general is doing fine, I would argue. Now, Emilia is very bad. Let's be real here. Because of the culture conversion. But at the same time, we need to make them people of our creed. 32 people have already been converted by Vibius Sulpicio Saverio, the son of the original Saverio. Is this correct? Yes, indeed. Civic advance. Beautiful. I like it. Jesus, I guess. So I want to make one thing clear. We're not a monarchy. We are currently a dictatorship. And if we so were populist, no, they actually just need more seats. It doesn't actually need to be in the populist faction. If the populists had more seats, they would without a doubt be in a position to actually proclaim a proper eternal dictatorship for their party. Now, right now, I'm not interested in doing that, really. I'm honestly of the opinion that we're going to revert the laws of... Oh, the cautious. He is cautious indeed, because he has to look out for enemies left and right. The art of the deal. Members of the mercantile faction have something of a reputation regarding the price of their support. It came therefore as no surprise at all when Secundus Minucius, leader of the patricians of Rome, approached us with a glint in his eye. He seemed to share similar goals. We could lose some money, he gains money, and he would owe us a favor. Not really interested in that, I'll be honest with you. We could offer them more money that we don't even have. I think we want to give him money, sure. The way I see it, Gnaeus may just be like a one in a lifetime thing, you know. Nobody else will ever come back and have these powers. Sometimes it happens, you know. Oh, look at Macedon, I didn't even realize this. Oh, and Seleucid's folded tomorrow. But sometimes it happens that like a republic is so, you know, its very core deteriorates, and then once that phase is over, they restore it even better. So I could definitely see that happen here. Now, am I certain that it is going to happen? No, not at all. Man, Epirus and Macedon, two titans in the east, and they are guaranteeing each other, meaning that Pyrrhus is safe as of right now. Because I do not want to war with Macedon. They are quite a force. That they were not in real life at this point, but they have pretty much subdued the south. What's going on over here? Gnaeus falls ill. Oh, the dictator falls ill. He has an infection. Now, of course, he will seek treatment. He is the dictator. I am the Senate. Capital import round would be very, very nice, but so would national tax be. Did we already gear? There you go. See, we have to do this for sure. Put it all down. Wages can stay up. I think we want to go... Like an additional import trade route can be so, so good. So let's do this. What could we get here? If we do horses, what is the bonus that we would actually be getting? I mean, first of all, we can't even do it. Oh, but light cavalry discipline would be amazing. Where do we produce horses? Tell me. Is this the only city in which we produce horses ourselves? Why can I not? And no, not it is not. So meaning, if I put 15 slaves into any of those, I could totally get it done. Do we have 15 slaves around though? Where was the other horses? I know it was somewhere here. Getting that bonus is really, really good against the strong AI that we are facing, after all. Can I move you to, what is this, Kingulum? Absolutely beautiful. We need 15 of them, or maybe if we have a modifier that I'm not aware of, we would even need less than that. There you go, though. That's nice. I think I'm just going to transport all of those over, if we can afford it, and it looks like we can. And then from over there you go. Yeah, it already is. It was enough. How many are those? 16 now. So 15 would have been enough. And I'm going to import those horses into Rome. It's... What? Oh yeah, from Picenum into Rome. And now we get a capital bonus here with the light cavalry discipline up. That is thoroughly amazing. I am truly in love with it. And with all that being said, I don't know what to tell you, man. This is crazy. I did not expect Gnaeus to take over. That's just very, very unexpected. Do you think we could get an alliance, for example, with Macedon? Oh, they're just a regional power. I can't even get an alliance with them. We can't get an alliance with any of those. Only Carthage is a major power, our direct enemy. And that they are, a direct enemy. Maybe our wrath should point towards Carthage instead of Syracuse. But taking control of this locks Carthage in. So you know what? I think we should totally go for this first, even though it will be a very expensive war, seeing as they have manpower out of their ass. Don't really have the money, but they have the income. And they have alliances that could be a direct threat. Venomous Tongue. The governor of Pise is particularly weasel-like man, a fact that is making itself clear now more than ever. He has begun stirring up the people of his governorate, perhaps hoping to challenge our rule. Unfortunately, he is well regarded in this locale. Our response must be made with care. Cannot make a move, or we do make a move, and you know what? I'm going to imprison him. We are a dictator, are we not? I do what must be done to sustain our rule. And I think I'm going to give it to Hostus Fulvius. A bit of, you know, a bit of corruption never harmed anybody, did it? I don't think it did. Don't think it did at all. And he has a good policy here, or rather a good eye for policy. He's making it so that these people stop hating us. So I'm in favor of it. Gnaeus has recovered, and I love the storyline here, that he's the son of a madman that also, you know, kind of wanted to grasp for power, but was stopped in the center of it. I really, really like this. Could I already colonize, by the way? Yes. Let's go, boys. I'm ready. Dominant culture is not Roman. What do we have here? Yeah, it's mostly Corsians. But even here, we would have enough, almost enough people, which are also mostly Canaanites, so we can't really do this. But Corsica is slowly but surely coming further under our supervision. I mean, I'll be honest with you. Tell me in the comments. If we go for an actual dictatorship under Gnaeus Flavius, we will be looking at a dictatorship of the religious faction. Meaning that the next logical step would be to establish a theocratic republic. Oh, we just don't even, you know, like, we could go there, but we just don't have the civilization level, so we physically are unable to do it. Don't worry about it, okay? Our civilization level actually will get there. Wow, we're at 53% max already. That is really good. That is really, really good. If we go for civilization effort, that would just speed it up. It wouldn't actually do anything. Tell me in the comments, what do you think? Does the Republic have a chance to be saved, or is the Republic doomed to fall? That is a really good question in my opinion, and I want to take a look at salt. If we get some more salt, we can use it in Carthage, which would be very, very nice. And the army maintenance cost down is actually a really nice modifier as well. Cloth as well, want to add that. Amazing, amazing modifier, gives us way more tax. And you know, this just motivates me. Now that I see that this would give us an amazing amount of tax, I kind of want to have more people in Rome that are slaves. Simply so. Oh, we don't have the points. Simply so that we are in a position where we can produce more cloth and get more tax, and with that get more everything, really. To Rome you go. Choosing sides. As many of the more veteran members of our blessed political institution know, youth is a wonderful state of joy, experience, and most importantly, gullibility. Emilia Tertia has recently emerged fresh-faced. We've seen this event before. So she's currently a populist, but if we don't interfere, she's going to become a militarist. What we could do is we could change her conviction. Is that to our faction or to populism? I mean, she's a foreign citizen anyway, so I'm not going to interfere there. Interesting. The really cool thing is that Caelus Funius is not a Roman, but yet he sits in government. And his son is already Roman, so they are already becoming good Romans. And you know what I feel? I feel like we can get rid of some of these forts, don't you agree? I mean, this one is a really good one. If anybody ever comes down from here, this one stops everything. If anything, I feel like we need more forts. So what I want is Rome to be secured, and I feel Rome is secured with the forts that we have over here. I don't think we need this one. I'm going to get rid of you in favor of a training camp. And I don't think we need this one necessarily, because we now have this one. And I'm going to get rid of this one. There you go. And that's looking good. Okay. We have one more trade route even now. Where do we have salt? Do we have any salt? Yes, we do. Okay, let me take a look. Hey, stop that. Hey. Told you. Wait, what? Is salt white and that's why I can't see it? I think it is. Oh my god. No! I physically am unable to see where salt is. Alright, let me go back here. We need to go back. Where is salt? We have salt down here. How many slaves do we have? 0. Bad choice. Salt is down there as well, but that's not yet our territory. Ooh, the Salt Coast. Both of those. So, no slaves and 6 slaves. So, if we could, I would love to transport some of these slaves over to Spina. Oh, the province is still disloyal. Alright, fair enough. I'll wait for it then. Get the province to be loyal again. And we shall take a look at importing salt to Rome. Getting the army maintenance down yet again. And look at our mad pass skyrocketing. Absolutely astonishing. Now what we're going to do is... wait, what did we import? Right, the Dromedari were the other playthrough. The Sparta playthrough. I feel like we want to move towards heavy cavalry instead of normal cavalry. We do have the money at this point, so I'm going to just go ahead and recruit like... Yeah, let's recruit 4 of them, I feel. Maybe we want to have more flanking units. What about 4 of them? And then we go the auxilia. And that's going to be like another 4. I'm not going to have a horse-only army, but I will have a very, very strong army. Tongue-tied. Addressing the good people of Rome this morning on a matter of little importance, Faustus Sempronius Sophus found himself completely lost for words. If Consul Gnaeus were to intervene, we would surely earn the undying gratitude of Faustus. However, such a public display of bipartisan camaraderie would likely cause concern. We could help him out, lose some stability. We could easily get that back. I think we want to help him out. Let's make friends with him. Because we can just go over here, you know, stab a pig, be done with it. Alright, so we are building up a new army. That will be a very, very strong army. So I think this will be our, you know, essentially our elite army, if you will. Not sure who shall command it yet. But I'm sure we will find somebody. Aulus Another Julius, huh? I don't want to have too many of those back in my position. What about Valerio Ogulnius to give our faction more power? Now, let's recruit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I want to go with the Velitas, just because they are so, like, historically accurate. But they're bad against everything, whereas you are at least good against light infantry, so I guess. Alrighty, this is going to be a fairly big army. And it's going to be a very, very important one. Wow, we actually, like, legitimately are the power of the Mediterranean, even now. Even already. Where can you stand, by the way? Show me. In almost all provinces, but they will have heavy difficulties over here in Sicily. Yeah, when I say in almost all provinces, I honestly primarily mean our own provinces. I'm going to leave you next to Rome for the time being. You want a trade deal? I will accept that. You want an additional trade deal? I will also accept that. Damn, the Republic is dead. Our technology rate is also dead. Or at least it's behaving like it is. Alright, let's take a look at some freemen. What about, you know, just like a bit... I know this is very, very suboptimal. Usually you want to migrate them into one city, then have them generate tax, but I don't feel it's that big a difference. I just want the ratio to, you know, look good. Wow. I don't know. I'm still actually kind of stunned by what we witnessed here. By what occurred under the Flavius dynasty. And they say no king shall ever reign over Rome again, and yet we are an eternal dictator. Now I want to say that this did happen in Rome as well, and they did not see it as the direct fall of the Republic already. At least at the time they didn't realize it, I suppose. We should probably go for some research points here. And I know we could build some buildings, but I feel like I want to have one more army, so that we have a total of 4 legions. Then we will unleash the storm against Sicily in the next episode. Damn, yeah, but I really want feedback. What do you guys think? Oh, and there goes the son of the legend, Marcus Valerius Corvus, who in our life here only became... not that old. How old was he? Must have been like 80? He got to 100 historically speaking, and now his son is dead, meaning that we need a new commander. And I guess Aulus Julius Libo actually does deserve it, as much as it dismays me. But I want to know, what do you guys think? Do we go towards a dictatorship, towards maybe even a monarchy? Are we already at that point? I do want to point out that in this playthrough I will not actually fully go for, you know, the historical Roman borders. It just gets tedious at some point. What I want to do instead is I want to have a Mediterranean empire. I feel like this would be a good idea, you know? We're going to take a look at it. I definitely want to go towards Epirus, definitely want to destroy Carthage. I mean, who doesn't want to destroy Carthage? But should we do this as a dictatorship, or as a republic, or maybe even as a proper monarchy? Embellish the Temple of Jupiter Optimus Maximus. What does that cost? Oh, religious advances have to be greater than 5, I mean. No, equal to 5. And we are on the way there, so we can do that fairly soon. God damn, this is... I've never seen the religious faction as doing this. I always thought it would be, I don't know, the military faction. They usually took over when I played this game. The very nature of autonomous city-states often leads to disagreements between neighboring authorities. Right, we've seen this before. Matrinum or Aternum. Right, so this is Texas again. Aternum being over here. I feel like for Texas, they're fairly equal. I'm gonna do Matrinum though, because they actually have a slave. One slave, please. Province loyalty is going up. I know, I'm not using them all, but I'm waiting for the salt, because I do want the army maintenance down. And I'm gonna recruit an additional army right now. Jesus, I recruited... How many did I recruit here? 20k? That's crazy. What was I thinking? 20k, you know how many people that is? 20k, to be exact. Alright, I wish we had war elephants, I'll be honest with you. But I feel like what I want to do are two things. I think I want to go for another standard army. I'm going to just recruit one of you here, then I'm going to recruit 2 you. Then I'm going to push you up to 1... So this is 8, 9, 0. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So then he has 50 ships, and I want to create an additional fleet once those are built, so that we have 2 fleets with 50 ships each. We are going to demolish our enemies. Let me tell you, our build-up will be unprecedented. And I mean, it already is it not? But I'm telling you, this will be a story for the ages. So, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. I think I recruited like 7 there, right? Principes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Only 6? Okay, I'll take it. And with these armies, we will spread the word of Rome. I cannot wait. I just cannot wait. And look at all the tax we're making. Absolutely incredible. Now, the manpower is looking good. We could probably push it up a bit. And I probably should do this, I'll be honest with you. Let me just have a quick look here. Where do we have the most freemen, and which city is it? I'm going to gather all freemen in Veii, then. I think I put them there on purpose. I'm going to promote you. I'm going to take all of you. I'm going to move you to Veii. If I had the power. Jesus, it costs 20. Probably want to move some slaves instead and then promote them to freemen, but who knows. Bountiful olives. Our men in Perusia woke up to find large, massive olives unlike any ever seen before. The local priests declared a blessing of Minerva. Some say it is even a show of preference to the rest of the world. Our high priest Gaius Fabius Licinus suggests building a small shrine to celebrate the goddess. Thank her for the gifts she has given to us. Shrine would be fitting, I suppose. Ooh, that's pretty good. The bonus is there, very, very nice. If we gain the religious power, just like we just gained this one, nah, that's not worth it. Let's just build the shrine. And I was wondering, so there is an option here to give somebody a cognomen, which is a third name. And I would love to do that. We need a new researcher, huh? Sure. We have so many scorned families even now. Let me take a look at you guys, by the way. Your loyalty is pretty decent. Your loyalty pretty good. If you are disloyal to this leader, he will crush you. Gnaeus Flavius. Should we lead it ourselves? I guess we have to give some representation to the military faction. So let's give them this unit. And I'm actually going to go ahead and upgrade you. And I think I'm just going to add like 1 Principes, 2 of those. And then you have 20k. Oh, we don't have the money. 2 Equitas. Just need the money, and then I will go ahead and finance those. I want to upgrade, I think, every army maybe to 20k, and we are going to start taking attrition at that point. But I feel like that's not the worst. And when I say that, it's probably a stupid thing to say. It's probably like the worst option I could have chosen, but let me tell you, I will not let anything stand in the way of a Roman army. So, you know, you've asked for it. I saw so many comments from you guys that were like, can you just like calm down, my dude? And the brother of the governor of Magna Graecia, did he have... Yeah, he had a son. We now had the episode where we kind of just build. We just domestically decided to build it. And on top of that, this very same episode also led to the deterioration of the power of our republic. I am excited to see where this will be going for the future here. And I'm excited to see what you guys think about it. Gnaeus Flavius, son of... We could have known. Gnaeus Flavius. Succumb to lunacy. That is one of the best death reasons I have ever seen. You tell me what you think about this. Because this may put us under thread. Alright, I will see you in the next episode. Wow. Thank you so much. Later, alligator.